Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Are you ready?
It's about to be.
Here.
I'm gonna go grab a water.
Hold on. Hold on. Are you ready? Hold on. Hold on. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. He's not even ready. I'm not even. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. Are you ready?
Yeah, I thought we were live already. It's 10:01.
Son of a bitch, dude. I'm not even fucking ready, dude. You ready? And we're back! Episode 99. I don't know. There he is. It's Brian.
And we're back! What's up? Episode 99. One more away from Sweet 100, Matt. Wow, we are on the march to 100. I myself am coming up on 100 episodes of my own podcast, Common Chaos Podcast. New episode out now. You guys can check it out.
You've been piggybacking off of us so long that you finally hit the same amount of episodes.
CommonChaos.net. Actually, mine was out first, and I still am about 9 episodes away. So, but hey, also another shout out, Helpless Plug Night show. Shout out to my podcast, CommonChaos.net. Someone was staring at Becca wore a Phoenix Fit t-shirt. Phoenix Fit's a supplement company that sponsors my podcast.
Really
she was wearing it. Cheers. She was wearing it. This is the other Helpless Plug. She was wearing it at the gym today, and some dude was staring at her tits and was like, "What is that?" And she's like, "My boyfriend's supplement company." Or whatever. No. Didn't say my boyfriend's supplement company, but it was like, "Yo, fucking go buy supplements."
Aren't you married now?
Yeah, that's what I said. What did I say, boyfriend? I meant husband. Yeah, husband, my bad. Anyway, second shout out is going to be David Manley, my brother-in-law, his beer, Starbase Brewing Company. Shout out here of Austin, Texas. They're going to be the first beer in Starbase, and they're going to be probably the first beer on Mars or in space, or who knows.
Oh.
How we doing?
It's going to be a good show. It's going to be real good. I got about 15 minutes of content left in me before I completely abandon you.
You and me both. Oh, you're going to abandon me because I'm abandoning too.
I also have a backup Canada Dry, imported from Canada, only the finest. I have a nice glass of ice.
Yes, you do.
And I have Canada's finest.
Oh, Canada, oh, Canada.
So let's hope this episode goes good, or I'm just going to keep drinking.
Hopefully that's how it goes anyways. Hopefully we just keep drinking. What do we got, sir? What do we got?
New Conway album's dope. I enjoy it.
The new Conway was good. Yes, I enjoyed the new Conway. I also enjoyed the new Earth Gang. Shout out to Earth Gang. Their new shit was fucking fire. I also got a little preview of the new Kanye. So a little Donda too. I didn't get Stream or Steam or whatever it's fucking called. A Steam player. STEM player. That's
Steam
right.
Is for video games.
Yes.
So
and
if you went and got Steam, you definitely didn't get Donda.
I mean, you might have. There could be a torrent over there or something, or some package you can buy.
Oh my god!
But yeah, I heard a couple of songs off that. Straight just threatening Pete Davidson nonstop. There's a song called "Security," and it's about Pete Davidson needing more security. very clearly directed at Pete Davidson. And I feel that this episode's gonna get a little off the rails. You look tired. I'm tired. The weather here in Texas has been shit.
I've been tired since I got back from tour, dude. I'm not okay.
I don't think you're okay. If there's anything that I can say for this episode, it is filled with the Kanye moments. It's filled with hopefully some potential metal and wrestling moments, some drama moments. But hey, I want to give a cheers. I want to give a cheers real quick.
Dog shit.
That's why I'm taking over. I just want to give a cheers. This cheers is to...
I'll drink to that.
This cheers is to the fact that we have yet to do any other type of content than this, and it's been 99 hard fucking weeks, and I'm talking hard weeks.
We did
Showing
have
up,
to give up on 6ix9ine.
pre-recording. We gave up on 6ix9ine. We did additional episodes. We're more than 99 episodes, right? We did live streams on Instagrams. You have several interviews. Maddie Mullins, the boys
Ghost Kid,
Ghost
Spirit.
Kid, In Spirit. Yeah, we've got several off-cycle interviews. And
we've done
man,
shit.
100
There's more than
episodes is a
100
moment.
videos uploaded on that YouTube channel.
100 episodes just for this, mind you. Now, listen, the reason that I thought it was so crucial to get to 100 episodes with Common Chaos, subscribe down below, hit the lower thirds, hit the marker down there. You got to subscribe. Also, subscribe to our socials. We have of Brian of Death and obviously Scene Radio over on Matt's. But not only have we hit 100 episodes with this particular podcast, but the idea of Scene Radio, the idea of this podcast, and the idea of I Hate the Scene. I know, but fucking your tag is Scene Radio. The old episode, the old show was called Scene Radio. I'm trying to do a dialogue here.
Twitter account kicked offline because I wished death on someone. It's a long story.
I'm trying to build dialogue. My point being, our spirit and our energy, though it may not always be the same. It may not all, we may evolve. Who knows, man? We may be a whole different animal come this time next year, with what we got going on and with just life moving and the way it moves. I just, we're close, man. We're closer than we've ever been in terms of like distance wise. I feel like we could get some shit done.
I think we're closer to the apocalypse after last night.
That's my point. The world's ending and we need to get we need to get a stepping. We need to get going. And just get going. No, man, 100 episodes is a big deal, and I'm glad that we're hitting it. Hopefully we can do it before the end of the world, because that'd be great.
I'm glad we have important things to talk about. Like,
let's hit it.
So new music. I jammed the Conway. I'm still jamming the Currency and Alchemist album. It's really fucking good. Currency is interesting to me. He's a good rapper, but he's so conversational that it doesn't sound like he's rapping. Like he's just spitting. There's no ad libs.
Yeah, you mentioned you don't know you like some of his shit, but you don't know if you like all of it. I know
I love all the beats. The Conway album, I'll tell you this. So like you have to look at this Conway album in a different light. And if I was to stack it up to the last two albums, like 1, 2, 3, this would be number 3. It's a Shady Records album, so I want to say it's like a major label debut, almost re-debut, maybe to a new crowd. I want to say it's to people who definitely don't know the story about Conway getting shot in the head, nerve damage, causing cerebral palsy, and that's why his face is stuck that way. There's a few songs on there that explain that, and the last song is his mom, kind of like while he's in a coma, talking about, God don't make mistakes, and that's what the album's called. So it's a lot more concept and lyrical. I mean, Conway's the most lyrical out of Griselda, but it's more concept driven in telling that story of like what God don't make mistakes like means to him and what that's about. So like it's a really fucking great album in that aspect. I just think that there's bangers on the other one where I'm looking for like more songs like John Woo shit where it's just ignorant, spray 80 the baby woke up. That's hard to me. I like that.
I mean, the fact that it is more personal driven is nice. The fact that you're going to get that with the Griselda guys now anyways, just for the sake that they're all kind of coming into their own, and I think Conway, out of all of them, has probably been the one that set himself apart from everybody else. Am I wrong in that?
No, I think he's the most lyrical. I think Benny is second because Benny is his play and his wordplay is more in like the syllables than like the lyrical. Like Conway's closer to like the Wu-Tang style. And I love them both, and they blend together, but they're just not the same rapper, and they're good in different ways. But
absolutely, Conway, they're not the same as Westside either, right? And
Westside's so out there. Westside more or less is narrating shit and rapping so slow and showing off talking about so many fucking chains he's wearing. that like there's a bunch of and skirts in between everything he's saying, where Conway could have spit 4 bars.
I mean, we also have to understand that La Machina was an album that, I mean, I think it made most top fives.
So good.
If I'm not mistaken, it made made your top 5.
And
I've since then
King
have
to a
re-listened to
God,
it.
La Machina, and now this. It's a solid 3 album
Absolutely,
run where he's not
absolutely,
making mixtapes anymore. Like he knows how to make a full album.
absolutely. And with La Machina, we got a little bit more of like hey, this is the reason why I'm here. He talks a lot about how he didn't have a whole lot of album drops. He only had mixtapes. He signed to Shady real quick. He only around 5 years. Like that was a big point of the album, to talk about how long he had been around and how short in the game he had been in here. But he's still laying people out, and he's still, he's obviously got the street cred, and he brings all these things into focus. And I think with the newer album, it's more about validating where he's at, where it could be considered an album maybe where he tried just to go into a turning point. I don't think they're all great songs, obviously, but there's something with like it's missing something that's just a little, not pizzazz, but like, okay, let's look at La Machina real quick. I mean, Katie, Sister, Scatterbrain,
So La Machina
Blood
starts off
Roses, 6:30
hot.
tip off. There, I
La
mean, no, the
Machina
entire
starts
album's
off
hot.
hot and
The entire
finishes
album's hot.
lower. Where like
Scatterbrain's ridiculous with Ludacris.
King to a God,
Scatterbrain
I
is
think
absolutely ridiculous. Scatterbrain's probably Scatterbrain alone has the most plays on that album. It's track 9, and that's probably the hardest
I don't
fucking
think
track.
anything's harder than KD.
Oh, son, Scatterbrain when Luda comes in, I don't know, son. There's something about Luda coming in, and like,
You just like Luda coming.
no, not even. JID too, and he goes in. They all go in. Conway goes in on that one. Conway goes in real hard.
I'm into the liquor now because it's like that. New festivals on the horizon.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Can we talk some Earth Gang? You're just gonna float over. You're gonna talk music. I can't talk. This is now the Matt Musselwhite show featuring Brian, or what? Thank you. Yeah, give me the full screen, bitch. How dare you? Recognize real, son. Can't believe you. All right. Well, anyways, you guys, this week I listened to Earth Gang. I'm a huge Earth Gang fan. Their new album came out. Let's go to it. I'm getting in. Ghetto Gods. It's fucking ridiculous. 19 songs, 17 songs. American Horror Story, Lie to Me. We've got the skits on this album are also fantastic. If you guys listen to Spillagon by Spillage Village, if you listen to
listener Rua,
yeah, that was weird. If you guys listen to Spillagon by Spillage Village, which includes Earth Gang and Black and JID and a bunch of other artists come together, there's just something about the skits and the flow of the albums, and Earth Gang sticks to that with this album. I had to mention it because I think between Conway and Earth Gang, it's a hip hop week. I mean, metal didn't have really anything that
Bad
came
Omens.
out. I mean, I just saw Bad Omens last week. They've released like 4 or 5 singles, and bands are doing that. The album was as expected. They're
People
Motionless
are like,
and White-esque without being Motionless and White. Seeing them live too. I mean, they're very good, but I'm not a huge
Twitter is up their ass, like saying Bad Omens is really good and they can do whatever they want with metal, and elitists need to fuck
That's
off.
metalcore Twitter.
I haven't even got around to the album yet, and I'm like, damn, is it that good? Are they that big of a deal?
That's metalcore Twitter. First of all, metalcore Twitter can be a little bit tweaked. I did just see them with Spirit Box and Under Oath last Sunday.
So that's the same tour that our good friend Justin Jack attended, and I can say on good authority that Bad Omens is touring with a fucking busted ass U-Haul trailer.
Yeah, they are. Bad Omens.
Why?
Understand this.
It's so little.
Bad Omens is a band that is. They're focused on this really crisp performance and sound, and the lead singer. not that they're no, listen, not that they're fake, but you're not going to their shows for their stage presence, if that makes sense. This isn't Let Live, right? This isn't the Devil Wears Prada where they're running around, this isn't throwing the instruments back and forth every time I die, fucking head banging to the end. Like, no, this is a very focused on the sound, and they were good. They were flawless. Their shit sounded so good. We were at the Aztec Theater in San Antonio. Shout out. We were kicking it with Rickshaw,
Shout out.
formerly of I Wrestled a Bear Once, and he's got a new project in the works that we're going to be talking about here very shortly. So everybody get ready for that.
Did you join
But-
it? Are you in a new band?
Anyways, no, I'm not, but I do think we should start a band. You, me, and Jordan, and maybe Rickshaw. I do think we should do a little thing. Yep. And just 6 songs. 6 songs. Yep.
And
Yeah.
it takes off, and I'm
Yeah, we
forced
are.
to like
No, we're not. No,
make a
it won't.
decision between
It
the
won't.
band or the podcast.
No. It won't. You know it won't.
And instead of
But it would be
choosing either
dope.
one, I just choose drugs and go off the deep end.
It would be dope. It'd be dope. Anyways, I digress. So we are
Digress like a motherfucker. I'm so ready for you to digress. Digress.
That was digressing.
Okay, good. So onto new shit. Festivals on the horizon. The huge Aftershock festival lineup was announced. Can you see that? Can you see that good enough? There's some huge fucking names on there. Even the names that aren't in the big text that you won't be able to see, like Architects, Action Bronson, Hailstorm. There's a big one. Falling in Reverse, Chevelle, Bullet for My Valentine. Killswitch Engage is not in the big font. Neither is Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah, it was very, I think, new metal centric, but you've got to have the metalcore acts, especially the acts that they are listing.
Shinedown's motherfucking big font. That's
Architects, Under Oath. You're getting
Ghostman.
No. But there was the Thursday is where it's at. You get Spirit Box, you get Motionless in White, you get Clutch, you get Meshuggah, you get Chevelle.
Clutch, and you get a free bottle of cold cock whiskey.
Check this out. On My Chemical Romance's day, you get My Chemical Romance, A Day to Remember, Beartooth, Thrice, Thursday. Come on, what are you talking about? And hey, can we take a page? Can we take a page out of Aftershock's book, When We Were Young Festival? Okay? Do you notice the amount of bands? Do you notice the amount of days? Do you notice the amount of structure? Okay? This is how a festival is announced. This is how a rollout is. This is Aftershock. This is marketing and advertising.
These are also way bigger bands. I mean, they have fucking Kiss and Judas Priest.
You still got My Chemical Romance and A Day to Remember and Thursday.
It sickens me that like one night is Judas Priest, Kiss, Lamb of God, and the next night is like Papa Roach, who just like a roach never should have fucking survived 2003. And then MCR, who like never will come back and officially play. We don't even know if this will happen.
Yeah.
And then a day to remember.
They've had 2 or 3 tours scheduled and they've canceled them all.
And then a day to remember forgetting allegations. Like, I can't believe they're still fucking headliners. When the night before is like Kiss. I mean, Gene Simmons was there.
Listen, I will shit on A Day to Remember's latest album just as much as the next guy, but I need you to stop with the accusation in A Day to Remember. They kicked Homeboy out and he's not in the band anymore. Let's move on. Thank you.
Are you really trying to tell me what to do on my own podcast?
I've made my plea. I don't ever do this.
I let off of Franz. I'm not going to let off.
I don't ever do this. I don't ever go for the truce on anything or ask for the A Day to Remember thing. Is he's out of the band. If they were to come out with a banger metalcore album in the next 2 years, dude, you couldn't stop it. It would be fucking dope as shit because it's A Day to Remember. He's out of the band. Like he's done. It's cool. It's out. Move on. I'm down. Hey, Falling in Reverse. We want to blood on the dance floor. We want to rake everybody over the coals. I don't step out of line. Hey, I don't know why A Day to Remember either. I feel like he's done. He's gone. Fuck him.
Anyways,
they don't give a fuck.
Rob Zombie, Slipknot, Evanescence, Stone Temple Pilots, Killswitch. Does that say Jack Harlow?
Yeah, Jack Harlow is playing.
Oh no! It says Bad Religion. Thank God.
Poet Society. Chevelle, dude. Chevelle's album that came out in 2021 was a banger, a fucking banger. That was another discography that I
Bangar.
did in Hawaii. Was Chevelle's discography. I did that when I was in Hawaii, and it was fucking legit, a legit little soundtrack to chilling on the island. But dude, yeah, their album Chevelle. I would go to this before I would go to when we were young. Correct? That's a valid statement, right? This is a better festival. No.
Yeah, but you'll have to go to multiple days to get the whole thing. When we were young is like one big shit show.
Yeah, this shit shows right for 3 days in a row. 3 days of shit.
I don't know. Yeah, and it's like, are you just gonna stand there at like one or two stages, like watching that shit? Like, I don't know. I don't know how. I'm just interested how that'll turn out.
We going?
Yeah,
We're
Aftershock
going,
looks
baby.
huge. Let me know how that turns out.
You're not going? I thought this was a team effort.
I'm working
I
on
thought
those
this
press
was-
passes.
Okay.
Our good friend B is working on those press passes. So we talked about last week how Census Fail bailed on their headlining tour that they were about to leave with We Came as Romans and Counterparts, and it was kind of fucked up. They're leaving. They're going to support another band. They're not even going to headline. And they bail like with a week to go before leaving on this tour. And they released an apology. I think it's in this order.
From what I understand, they're not even direct support. They're like second on the bill, and there's like 4 bands on the bill.
Who the hell's the headliner?
I don't even know. I don't think they've announced it.
Oh my god, dude.
Bad Omens was the one that announced their position on the tour. So in Bad Omens post, they were like, they dropped us, which was they dropped a headlining tour to be second on a 4-band bill. And so
Oh wow.
yeah.
I just think that it's really shitty that they bailed on this tour. The like especially for the support bands, and like, you know, it's a week out, so like everyone is counting on this income. This is their fucking job.
There's
Not
a
just the
theme-
band, but the people that are like on board for this tour. And Buddy of Census Failed just blames it on like his wife being pregnant, which a lot of people claim he knew about further ahead of time than what he claims, and that they would have more time to promote their album. And it's just we know what it is. It's the same thing that like politicians do. It's all the shit that Buddy rails against. It's money. It's fucking money. It's better money. It's fine. It's a financially
Do we
better
know that?
decision for
We
them.
don't even know what tour it is.
Well, I'll tell you this: there's no way they're bailing on that co-headlining tour to go make less money. There's just no way.
I mean, there's theories that there weren't good ticket sales.
Fucking way.
There's theory that there weren't good ticket sales. And
Okay.
but so this is
I could believe that because Census
This
Fail
is
and We
insider
Came as Romans,
information.
they both had their day.
this is insider information. Okay. This is inside information. Rumor has it
Spit it out.
that there was a motherfucker. This is a co-ran show, and if you need to let me have a little bit of nuance over here, okay? God damn it. Anyways, as I was saying, folks, thank you for sticking along. Rumor has it that there was a low ticket sale.
Motherfucker wanted nuance. Nuance.
A low
Betty spells
ticket
nuance with a fucking W.
a low ticket count. Low ticket sale numbers, which generally points to the fact that neither Census Fail nor We Came as Romans were very popular polls on this co-headlining tour that they both agreed upon. And nobody's pointing the finger at the fact that We Came as Romans were also a part of 2 other tours most recently that had some pretty low numbers as well. Now they chalked it up to COVID. Disabling them and not having very good turnouts. But their support on that tour was The Devil Wears Prada.
God,
And you
Prada.
You wonder. Could it be that
What?
We Came as Romans wasn't a good pull either? Could it be that just maybe Census Fail did see a better financial opportunity and decided, you know what, we can't go on. If We Came as Romans had as much a pull and the ticket sales were as good, why don't they just bring on another headliner?
Yeah.
What would happen? Okay, and this is,
Wait,
listen,
are you
I
asking
may
me?
be fickle.
Oh, you're fickle as fuck.
And this is the whole point to the scene. But what would have happened in 2007, 8, 9, 10 if this happened, Matt? Another band would jump on the bill. Another band would come in and swoop and save the day. We've seen it happen. We can name different examples.
Saves the day. I don't think they're a band anymore.
No, yeah, dude, they played a festival recently.
Oh, really?
Get outta here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haste the day.
Haste the Day. Now, talk to me about a good time. Another discography that needs to be listened to. Wolf King is long considered a masterpiece in the metalcore community.
Meh.
Do you like Wolf King?
Yeah, I don't listen to that shit, dude. Sorry.
No? You're
No.
a sad piece of
Oh,
shit.
no, no.
Anyways, let's get into interesting news since you're clearly over the census.
Nothing is more interesting than Kanye West and Donda 2. So Kanye, as we talked about, is releasing Donda on a stem player that is a standalone platform you will have to pay over $200 for. There's already over 10,000 people that bought stem player. The 10,000 people netted Kanye over $2 million allegedly, and it's already been pirated, and there's already an emulator to stem player, and the songs are soon just going to leak on MP3 form and all sorts of shit. So yeah, just wait a little bit. He's off his fucking rocker with these performances, like what he did at Miami Lone Depot Stadium with the showcase in the album, the listening party.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Playboy Cardi's appearance looking like Jeff Hardy. I don't want to display any of those pictures because they're terrifying. I think it's going to bring the devil into my studio, but it's wild. I don't know what to expect from this fucking album. Is it going to be like more Jesus shit?
I mean,
Is
I'll
he
tell you.
fucking with
I'll
the
tell you.
devil?
No,
He has
okay.
the collab with Soulja Boy now.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Did you hear his song with Extension? You hear that song?
XXX Tentacion?
Okay. Yeah.
No, I mean I
All
just heard the highlight, the clip.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I listen to right now. And,
oh, come on, Brian. The people are desperate to know.
Yeah, well, I got to go through the track list. Give me a second. I listened to Security. I listened to Heaven and Hell. I listened to... One second. Nope. Stop it. I listened to...
Was that something about climate change?
No.
Climate change isn't real. Birds aren't real.
What was it? I
All
forget. Right. But
all right, you're booted. I wish Jordan was here. I mean, really, because like booting you and just having to speak when I could just have Jordan here laughing and making fun of you. We could talk Permani Brothers right now, but instead I have to boot you and lollygag.
And I'm back. No, but I mean, they're interesting because they're minimal. There's not a whole lot of instrumentation to them because the whole point to the stem player is that you can control 4 different aspects of the songs: the vocals, the keyboards, the percussion, and the bass, I believe. And you go through and you can adjust them and create the song how you want and amplify different rhythms and echoes and add different features. And the whole point to the stem players, you can download and share and plug in and blah, blah, blah. So Kanye with the album took this very basic approach and is allowing people to have this creative freedom with it and add their own element to it and make the songs as weird and as crazy as they want. And I think that's his whole point, is to charge him the $200. Is he like, hey, I'm giving you not only an album, but I'm giving you this creative experience that you can now take and make your own thing and yada yada. So there was a headline on the hip hop head Reddit, right, that I'm a member of. And people are going through and they were talking about the listening party. They were talking about tracks and whatever, going through their thing. And there was a very strict no sharing links policy, right? And so I'm going through and just reading like tidbits of the listening party. And someone was like, yo, there's this new thread, and like linked it. And it was a discussion topic for Kanye's listening party. And it said that it was very cult-like. The headline was something to the effect of Kanye's Donda 2 listening party comes off as a cult-like event, or something to that regard. And it going through it, it's just like everybody in Yeezys, everybody in the attire or the gimmick or the look. There's no era or sense of it's okay. It's all just, it's the greatest thing that's ever been released because of the dynamic that you can edit it and create your own. And oh my God, it's so genius. And it's coupled with his documentary, which episode two, act two is fucking phenomenal. It comes in right after he got signed into his car accident and stems from there. And you're not even ready for episode three yet. I'm sure it's going to be the death of his mother and the spiraling events from there. But I mean, it just digs deeper in. So this whole enigma of Kanye is coming to a helm over this past week. And it's, to me, and again, my opinion and my feelings in the hip hop world are slim to mediocre, but it's just like this collection of like instrument beats and Kanye rapping over it. It's weird. Listen to it. I highly encourage people listening to it, and it's cool. It's creative, but I don't know if I would spend $200 to get it to play with it. If I go to someone's house and they got it, I'll be like, cool, yeah, let me check it out. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's cool. But like
So in other words, you're gonna wait for me to buy it.
what I enjoyed was listening to Kanye rap about things. And I like the song Security is clearly about Pete Davidson needing security. He drops a line that says, "Never come between a man and his children. You're going to need more security." And you're like, oh, okay, he's talking about, and then he says something to the effect of, "You're going to tempt me and say that you can be a better man than me," or some shit like that. And it's just like, oh, clearly talking about stealing his girl. Like, it's very along the lines of Kanye's upset. He's going through maybe an episode. He's got a lot going on. He just got $2 million off of some literal digital music player he invented. Like, it's kind of a trip. It's this weird time that we're living in, and a lot of it involves Kanye. It's crazy.
I just hope the album is more rememberable and listenable
It's
than
bland,
Donda
like
1
I said.
because
It was great listening to Kanye rap, but he's literally rapping over a tempoed keyboard, a bass line, and a drum. And the drum could be high, like it maybe a hi-hat, maybe a repetitive bass. It's very simple. It's very like bland is a good word to put it, but the rapping is great. His song with 2 Chainz is fucking great. Like his song Little Baby, fucking good.
Did you see that the ARIA are not going to certify the album or chart it? Like, it's not going to be on Billboard or anything.
Because it's not available, you can't get it unless you
Exactly.
get the Sting, which is fucking.
So,
I mean, it makes sense.
It's gonna be so strange among his discography. Like, his discography is gonna get so strange to the point where it's like you have to buy an NFT to listen to the fucking Kanye album. He's gonna make it real difficult, like on the next one. Just saying. I don't really even care about this one anymore. You know what? If I want to listen to like Kanye be a genius, I can just go listen to like Life of Pablo, and I'm good. This other shit, I don't know, man.
So I mean, he's getting a lot of comparison to the Life of Pablo because of the release, right, and it being pushed back, but this one came without real hiccup or hesitation, which was kind of nice. And I think that okay, here, I got the track list, and I'll let you know what I listened to. I listened to We Did It featuring Baby Keem and Migos. I listened to Security. I listened to Pablo with Travis Scott. There's also a song with Future, Keep It Burning, that I listened to.
Okay.
He's got songs with Jack Harlow. He's got songs with, 2 songs with Future. I listened to Keep It Burning. He has Happy with Future. I mean, when's it gonna be out? When's the full? When is it gonna fully be out? I don't think it's.
I don't know.
I don't think you can get the full thing right now. Tracklist has been out. All the
Does
songs have been
anyone know
released.
when it comes out? Is that even like a thing? Does Kanye even do release dates? I thought he was above that.
So far, he's released 16 tracks.
Nobody knows. Nope. I don't know, man. I listened to Donda 1 One
Such a
time.
weird thing.
That's why it's
Such a
Donda
weird-
1, because I listened to it one fucking time. That was it.
Well, I mean, this one is called Donda 2, so.
Woo.
All right, are we doing anything?
Yeah, Brian, so you know I'm a big sneakerhead, right?
Yeah, you are. Let's get it, boy.
And you know I also love cereal.
Who doesn't?
But when you combine these two things, they're kind of fucking stupid. Okay, so LeBron's dropping these new lows. I think, what is this? LeBron 19.
Oh, those look dope.
They're not bad. The laces have little hints of purple in them because Magic Fruity Pebbles are yellow and red, yet they turn the milk purple.
What kind of
So-
cancer do you think that's causing?
This is the new Nike LeBron 19 low Magic Fruity Pebbles. It's to promote a limited edition flavor of Fruity Pebbles. Okay, Magic Fruity Pebbles are not even on the shelf full time. Like this, they're gonna eventually go away. So these shoes are promoting a limited time snack
Do
cereal.
you think we're even going to be able to get that? Do you think that's honestly going to be on the shelves? How many people are going to just flood grocery stores for that, you think?
I want it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know how it turns milk purple.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, everybody wants it. I want it right now. Like, it looks so good. Think it's going to be available in HEB?
Yeah, they probably got it. Do they sponsor the show? I don't think they do. I love cereal.
Are we not allowed to talk about brands unless they sponsor the show?
Yeah, kind of. You wanna give them incentive, for us to mention them and
You
give
just
us
showed
money
a
for free stuff.
You just showed a Fruity Pebbles box with a LeBron sneaker.
I'm working an angle with 3 different people. Okay, I'm trying to get in bed with Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
Okay, cool. Hey, I want to crackle a little bit. You get me in there for some crackling.
You want to get with Crackle? I feel you. So the whole reason that I call this episode "I Miss Malls" is because
No, you
I
don't.
miss malls, man.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I really do. I miss shopping malls, dude. Like malls used to be cool. I used to like to go out of town, somewhere in Southern California, around LA or Orange County. You go to a mall and you go and you're like, wow, this lids has way cooler hats than my lids.
I like
You
where
go to
this
the
is going.
Champs. Yeah,
Yes.
and I
I
miss
like where
malls.
this is going.
And now I go to a mall and most malls in America and give me name a fucking place, okay? Because I went to malls in Northern California, I went to malls in Southern California, I went to malls in Albuquerque, Arizona, Flagstaff, okay, and it sucked a big one because most of the malls are just shut down. There's no stores in them. They're like half occupied. Rent's too expensive every fucking where. Nobody can afford to stay in business. Okay, like I used to think back to some of the stores that were open, and it's like, how the fuck did that store survive? Like it's amazing to me that Mrs. Fields or any of those fucking cookie stores at the mall still survive. Okay, I wonder where all the hot dog on a stick places went. And then I had hot dog on a stick like a couple weeks ago in California, and it was fucking terrible.
Yeah, okay, I could have told you that.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I remember it so differently. I guess I
Okay,
was looking
I
through
don't-
pepper
I
jack
don't-
colored lenses.
I don't have it here, but I like this topic, and I'd appreciate it if we can continue in good faith and fair
No,
uh,
no,
etiquette.
no etiquette.
So last year, in between July of 2020 and May or June of 2021, I was the associate manager at a store in a mall.
Get to
Okay.
the point.
This is my point, motherfucker. Stop. All right. It's not a good angle. So I was an associate manager at a retail cell phone location. I used to work at T-Mobile, right? And this mall is a dying mall. Okay. It is a dying mall. For school, I had to write a report on a community business, foundation, organization, something like that, and give it a fair evaluation with pros and cons, right? I decided to do the mall and how it was failing, and there's this community program right now to try to get it revived, right? And so I covered that. The malls in the United States of America not only are dying, but the malls around the country aren't being supported in any way, form, or fashion. Like the brands Westfield and what are some other brands?
Mills.
Mills. There's also, who does the one that we're at up at Lakeline? Who does that?
I don't
That
know what the hell
is
Lakeline is.
Simon. Simon is another mall.
Gross.
Simon brand malls. These companies aren't profitable anymore. You know, a lot of it has to do with online big box retailers. Okay, Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, everybody went online. Okay, a lot of it has to do with the fact that rent in retail locations, especially malls, which is a dying business model, is expensive as fuck. You know, it's so much more expensive to have a brick and mortar shop in a mall than it is to just run your business online. If you're able to do shipping and handling and shit like that, right? Like, it's fucking crazy. So during pandemic time, there were stores that had closed and had not opened back up. Granted, barbershops were in there, right? Barbershops were making money in the mall. But this is also in northern Austin, and it's unfortunately it's still not doing well, and the city is trying to revamp it because it knows it's not doing well. But for perspective's sake, the mall is a selling point to Lakeline. The mall is the Lakeline Mall, and it's a selling point to the area because it borders Cedar Park and Austin, and it is a focal point. So it is busy for the sake of it being somewhere that is desirable to shop and to hang out for kids. But man, I saw cops tackle kids there. Okay, I saw a dude get jumped and knocked out, like outside of my location over a coat. Like, I saw some outlandish shit. Malls are not desirable. You know, there was several times I walked through there and went, wow, being in a mall and it being fun is literally a teenager thing, and that's it. It is not fun to be at a
Dude,
mall
think about the
as a
last
30 year
time
old.
there was a scene in a movie that like was a bunch of kids in a mall. Like it doesn't exist anymore. It's like the scene in a movie at the airport
You're
that
right.
doesn't exist anymore because you can't film it. It's hard to shoot. They don't wait for people at the gate anymore. Like that shit's done. The scene in Home Alone where they're all running to the gate, that wouldn't fucking
Ironic that you
happen.
say that because the mall, Lakeline Mall, was used for a scene in Fear the Walking Dead, and you know what they did? There's a
Fucking died.
closed Sears. There's a closed, and Sears, if you know Sears, if you're familiar with Sears, it's a gigantic retailer, and it normally took over
It's a
an
big old
entire
department
end.
store.
Yes, it normally took over the entire end of a mall, like a J.C. Penney's or a Mervyn's would. Sears,
R.I.P. to Mervin's. All my
yeah,
school clothes came from Mervin's.
RIP. Sears closed down in like 2016 here at the Lakeline Mall, and it's been a vacant space for the last 5 or 6 years. So they blocked off a whole portion and filmed like a couple scenes of Fear the Walking Dead at this end portion of the mall. They didn't even utilize it as a mall. They literally blocked it off and used it as some other shit. I think it was at one point a mall that had gone to waste because it was the zombie apocalypse. But the point that they cut it off and didn't actually film the crowd and do shit in the mall was kind of funny. It speaks to your point that they're not desirable. They're not something people want. Like, unfortunately, like, yeah, that sucks, dude. Malls were fun. I love the mall. We loved the mall. Come on, we had great times. But
You said it was a failed business model, and it hella is.
yeah, it
Like
is.
it costs a lot, like all that shit. Like Sears hasn't gone out of business as a store, but they closed a shit ton of locations. So they had closed a location at this mall in Albuquerque, New Mexico that we were at. And we pulled up there late at night and we were able to park at that end of the mall because the entire Sears and the Sears Automotive Center were all closed and empty. There was nothing there. So we parked the bandwagon there. We go into this mall, and the mall is actually pretty full for being a mall. Okay. And it's an older mall. It looked like a 90s mall. And we're
Like
walking
Indio
around.
Fashion Mall or what? Did you ever go to the Indio Fashion Mall?
Oh man, too many times. I had to do jobs there, dude. Oh yeah, Indio
What a
Fashion Mall.
relic, son.
Indio Fashion Mall was
feel that,
not
right?
really a mall because it didn't have a hot dog on a stick, but it did have a Claire's and like a Rue 21.
The food court was like 6 restaurants and that was it. But you felt that though, right? When I said Indio Fashion Mall, you felt the experience of walking through that one-story relic. It was one
Oh yeah, it was
story.
one story. That's
Yes.
right. Yeah, it
Just
fucking
like the mall,
sucked.
just like
No,
the
it
fucking
wasn't
mall
that
in Palm
bad.
Springs. Did you ever get to experience that?
Yeah, that place sucked a dick too. No, not
Where you
those.
walked into the food court? How weird is that? The main entrance to the mall is in front of the food court, and you're just like, "What is
There's
this?"
a
You walk into the restaurants, and you're just like, "What
there's
the
a
fuck
bunch
kind
of
of
food
setup is
courts
this?"
like this. Like, yeah, I because I just experienced this shit going to a bunch of old malls on tour. Yeah. So this mall in Albuquerque, we're walking around and like the reason it's able to do well is it had really strange businesses to be inside a mall. Like places I've never seen in mall locations. Okay, so we're walking by and there's a full-on like gymnast class going on for like little girls, and it's all lit up, and there's just a window there, and it's like, okay, that's weird. Instead of like a Foot Locker, it's like a whole like gymnast thing. And then right next door, there's a boxing ring and a bunch of like little kids like jumping around in boxing gloves and going around the ring, like training. Like, okay, so they have some sort of like athletic shit here. There was a full on batting cage inside this mall. I'd never seen that before. That
Okay.
was strange as shit. There was a pawn shop, like a dope ass like record store and pawn shop. I'd never seen a pawn shop in the mall.
I got okay. We can continue this discussion. Is this all in the Alabama one?
Not Alabama. This is
Oklahoma?
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. I'm sorry. Is this
There was a cool mall in Eureka, California that we went to.
okay?
Um, it had some like interesting shit. It was real old school too, but it had a retro video game store, and it was really deep. It had just every retro console and video game you can think of
Okay.
available for purchase, like
So
in a giant cabinet. Anime stuff, like they had an old NFL Blitz fucking thing in there. They arcade game. They had a Nintendo Virtual Boy. Like that store was cool as shit. And I
dope.
still wonder how that store is able to stay open because it's not like you're gonna get regular customers that are like, "Hey man, I really need like F-Zero for fucking Super NES."
Yeah. No, that's cool. All right, I got a couple for you. Shout out to the it is a Westfield Mall off of the I believe it's a Westfield Mall off of the 78 in Oceanside. Shout out San Diego, California. They were a 3-story mall and they're pretty legit. They had this apparatus that was probably maybe a whole story, maybe a little bit taller. I think if you were on the second story, you could see it. And did you ever play the game Rat Trap?
The board game? No.
Yeah.
I seen the
Mm,
commercial, but I wasn't allowed to buy that.
Okay, so Okay. Okay. So the game was you fucking got the mouse and you hit this trigger and all these traps went off and it basically got this mouse that was trapped in a cage, right? But all these little triggers, you know, those things we see on TikTok where someone will hit the dice and it'll do a bunch of things. It'll hit a spring and the spring might shoot an arrow and the arrow hits a target and the target releases a ball and then the ball drops and the weight, you know what I'm talking about? It did that with an entire set of pool balls and it like the entire thing lasted a couple minutes, right? But you could watch all the balls go through these
Oceanside or
gears.
Carlsbad?
Maybe Carlsbad, is it off the 78?
I don't know. Off the 5?
No. Look off the 78 in like
The
Oceanside.
76?
Okay, maybe the 76. Yeah. Is it a Westfield?
I'm looking, bro. It's I don't know. I don't know what the hell you went to.
God damn it.
There's all sorts of fucking shit. Copperwood Center. That's not a multiple story mall like what you're talking about. Yep, there's In and Out. 76 runs into the 5. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you went, dude. For all I know, it was a Chuck E. Cheese. But yeah, I miss malls, man. Going to malls used to be cool. You'd walk around with your friends. You'd like go. You can get like a cheap snack at the food court, because there's always something you can afford as like a teenager, and you'd go to buy some clothes or whatever, unfold a bunch of shirts at Zumiez or
Unfold
PacSun.
a bunch of shirts.
Yeah. And now like that whole opportunity is like going out the window. All the retailers are going online. If they weren't going that way before the pandemic, they certainly are now. And
Okay,
like
shout out
it's just
to
depressing.
real quick. We're going to talk about cool shit at malls. I'm going to figure out what that SoCal mall is. Shout out to the block of Orange, which had
Oh yeah. I
which had
like
a
that place.
Van skate shop attached to its, or I'm sorry, a Van skate park attached to one of its wings, which had the Van skate shop in it. So you want to talk about weird things that are at malls? That one had that at the block of Orange. Shout out to that one.
Block of Orange was just hard. They had
Yeah,
badass shit. The
yeah.
whole that wasn't like a normal mall.
No, it was almost like an outlet slash mall because it was 2 stories. Have you okay, did you ever go to the mall at Hotel Circle
Where the hell's that?
in San Diego? Right there, like on the way to Soma by Rosecrans,
Oh,
off of where the 5 and the 8 meet, Hotel Circle right there?
probably. Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Shout out to Aaron Pash. Me and Aaron Pash saw Waiting in like 2005 or 2006 after we saw Thrice in fucking San Diego. We went and saw the movie Waiting at that mall.
That's a
And
good
I've
movie.
been to that mall several times. Me and Becca have been there. I actually have a really famous Polaroid picture. I'll show it one time on the show because I have it.
It's really self-involved.
Me and Josh Lopez were hanging out at that mall, and I have a picture of me in little booty shorts, and my leg is in the Captain Morgan stance, and my nuts are hanging out. I'll show it, and it's at this mall at Hotel Circle. That's a dope mall. That's got like a
What's the
a
mall in
couple
Rancho
different jewelry
Cucamonga?
stores. I don't think I've ever been to that one.
The
Oh,
outdoor mall in Rancho
hey,
Cucamonga is a Galleria. It's pretty good.
you know, first of all, 2 facts about Westfield and Palm Desert. Shout out to the Westfield and Palm Desert. That's the mall me
Yeah,
and
for
Matt hung
sure.
out at in high school. That was our prime stomping ground
Picked
mall.
up high school chicks till we were like 23.
They're in bankruptcy right now, so they're trying to get boosted out of bankruptcy and be brought
Is the
back to
record
life.
alley still there?
No, the Record Alley went under in 2019, my dude, right before COVID. Record Alley went under in 2019. And that's what I was going to say. That was going to be my second shout out, was going to be to Record Alley because they were one of the longest standing stores in
Expensive,
that mall.
overpriced Royce to
They
5'9"
were
album there.
they were a fucking record store that sold albums. They sold CDs. They sold records. Obviously, they sold like fucking head shop shit. They sold hookahs. They sold fucking those weird posters. They sold Marley flags. They sold all that shit. They were stickers, patches. They were like slash minor head shop record store. They were dope. Shout out to the Westfield Mall, man. They're filing for bankruptcy. Did you know that there's a Dick's Sporting Good and a gym, World Fitness stacked in that mall now? Yeah.
That's weird.
And they have, you want to talk about weird shit in that mall. It's a full World Fitness gym. A full World Fitness gym attached to a Dick's Sporting Good right next to the Palme d'Or, which shows independent theaters. Shout out to Palme d'Or. I saw
Oh yeah, dude. Oh,
I
fuck
saw
that theater.
I
Oh,
saw Napoleon Dynamite there. And I
oh,
saw Battle Los Angeles when it came out there.
oh.
I also saw
I got
Pan's
my
Labyrinth.
first hand job in that theater.
I
And it
also
was
saw Pan's Labyrinth, which is an all Spanish film,
oh,
and I got a blowjob in the
oh,
back of the movie theater. Shout out to the Palme d'Or
oh,
movie theater and watching
oh.
fucking Pan's Labyrinth and getting a VJ because
Shout out
that's
to
what
Lindsay
happened.
Perez.
That's what. Oh no! You know who I saw? No, you know who I saw? Me and Lindsay saw Napoleon Dynamite there. Yep, that's where
Good
we went to watch
times.
Napoleon Dynamite. But
Good
she's not
times.
the one that blew me during Pan's Labyrinth. No, that's a different person.
Good times. Yeah, I went to that theater and saw I Heart Huckabees. That was a terrible
What a
fucking movie.
bitch movie. That's the worst.
It was
The
such a fucking
listen,
terrible. That
listen.
movie can go straight to fucking hell, dude.
Battle Los Angeles, I can admit was a dope alien movie, and that was the only theater that was showing it. I went to
Weird.
Napoleon Dynamite because I was dating Piper at the time, and Nick and fucking Lindsay went, or Nick and Jessica went, and I think Lindsay went as like a fourth wheel, right, at the time, because that was like a weird time. And then I went and saw Pan's Labyrinth so I could get a blowjob. You only went to go see fucking a movie at the Palme d'Or.
To get a blowjob.
If it was a legitimate independent movie, they played Boondock Saints there. They played fucking Donnie Darko there. They played a bunch of dope shit there. Or to get a fucking blowy. Those are the only 2 reasons. If you know what I mean. If you're gonna come on. But those are the only 2 reasons that you would go to the Palme d'Or, to see a dope movie and get a
Get
blowjob. Only 2 reasons. Only 2.
Oh, that should be their whole advertising campaign, dude.
Yep.
People would fucking buy tickets to their shitty
And
independent films if they knew that.
It was an independent movie. It became an independent movie theater after it was a normal movie theater. So this mall converted not just a movie theater, but a full story and a half arcade, ice skating rink, and normal movie theater to put in a boring ass independent movie theater called the Palm d'Or. But Palm Springs has the Palm Springs Film Festival, which gets Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, all the fucking hot movie stars.
And they've never stepped
Once a
foot in
year.
the Palm d'Or ever.
No, but all their films play there, and it gets a shit ton of attention during that time of year, and it's a 2-week event, and that's what basically keeps that thing going, is because a bunch of people throughout the year go, oh, I'm gonna go see a movie there because it's they're gonna show it. They show the weird films. It's an artistic, independent movie theater.
Worst.
So that came in with some heat in the desert, okay? And it was also one of the first movie theaters. Now you see it all the fucking time, but it was one of the first movie theaters where you could buy beer. And so when we were like 18 or 19 and we fucking were able to go there, and we had maybe a date that was older than us or a friend that was older than us that had an ID, and they could get the drinks, and we're like, yo, we're getting into a movie theater where there's alcohol. This is legit. Of course you're going to get a blowjob in the back. Of course it's going to happen.
But they show the worst movies.
Yeah, dude, you got to endure it. You got to endure
without
it.
alcohol. It's like, dude, people are getting sucked off at a rapid pace out here. Dude.
You got to endure it, man. You got to go through. Hey, you got to go through hell if you want to get to heaven, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, the Palm d'Or and the many throats in the back row.
Shout out to Palm d'Or, baby.
But yeah, I miss malls, man. It like I've been noticing this.
I miss them.
I went on a trip like years
ago.
But
they don't look fun now. They definitely they look sad. They look sad. You should see this report.
It's been this way for years.
I'll send you this report. It's not on this computer. I was looking for it. I'm going to send you this report I wrote. It's a 10-page report about how this specific mall is failing. And it's not just this mall. It's malls around the country. And it sucks. It really does suck because they used to be a prime breeding ground for new businesses, small companies, and the local malls got shit.
Ass.
The local malls got shit. We had Record Alley. Record Alley was a legit, locally owned.
You go to the mall now. There's no hot ass there. It's all old, decrepit, random, strange, broke, below the poverty line ass. It's not the proper acid.
I don't even know what that meant. I don't even know. I'm sorry. I don't know where you were going with that. I missed it. Oh, are we wrapping this show up? Is that my cue? Are you cueing me to get out of here? Okay, guys. Well, hey, I appreciate you tuning in this week. As always, don't forget we're live every single Friday. You can find me at Of Brian of Death on Instagram and Twitter. I swear I'm still alive. I'm going to be on there and I'm going to be active. I got some big stuff coming. I promise you guys.
He's not. Don't
you
listen
can
to Comic
also,
Chaos. It's trash.
You can also find my podcast.
Rogan.
It's not trash. It's great. I have new episodes out now. You can check them out. Almost at 100 as well, baby. You check that out at
trash.com.
The Common Chaos on Instagram and Twitter. It's commonchaos.net.
Promo code Rogan is a gateway drug to white supremacy.
I do have 2 sponsors unlike this show, and the promo codes are actually Chaos and Chaos FNX. If you guys are so inclined to go and purchase things.
I'm working on a Bojangles sponsorship. Okay, suck my dick.
They pay me, and Leroy Jenkins my way out of here. You can also find me and my tight ass over at Butt Love and Bri Boy at Grindr. I try to see that with a straight face.
Make sure you follow both my Twitter accounts at Scene Radio and at Musselwhite Matt is very important, so you get all my terrible takes. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at iHateTheScene. I just told you Twitter is at Scene Radio. Hey, Brian. Some dumb son of a bitch got our Twitter account suspended. That's why it's at Scene Radio.
I know, but it's Scene Radio and Heart. And you know what? Listen, if I had to smoke the pipe of the future and paint us, stop.
The pole, smoke the pole, smoke cock.
Yeah, keep it coming, because I have a point to make. Let's go. Give me another one. Come on. Give me something. Give it to me. You filthy bitch. No, that's my point. I am going to segue this show. Mark my words. If it's now or if it's in 5 years, I'm going to segue this show back to Scene Radio. So we take the hate out of it, because sometimes it's just too fucking much, Matt. Okay, sometimes it's just too much with this sour touch of the puss. Okay, all right. Sometimes it's just.
You can catch us every single Friday night on twitch.tv/iHateTheScene, but the most important one is youtube.com/c/iHateTheScene. And if Facebook weren't some bitch ass hoes, we'd probably stream on there occasionally. But if you want, facebook.com/iHateTheScene. Maybe we'll post on there if we're not banned for saying people are lame or powerless, calling out racists. You can find all these links and more at iHateTheScene.com. Rate, review, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, rate, review again. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Listen to the last 10 minutes of last week's episode where Brian laughed so hard we had to end the episode. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
Anything we need to get to in this episode? I think
we're good, man. I think we're good.
That's it. There's nothing else. I just wanted to take this time to say Garrett from Planet Fitness in Bend, Oregon is an incredibly large tool. Just a fucking cock. A walking, breathing, just a real piece of motherfucker.
I knew I was fucked.
A cock.